So I have another movie from my movie poster movie marathon for me to review. This is Leech Woman, a 1960 black and white horror film. So the plot of Leech Woman is a bit convoluted to explain, but basically you have this older couple that is in the middle of a nasty divorce. They can't stand one another. The wife, she's getting older, her skin's getting all wrinkly, and she's very insecure about this. And her husband, a doctor, is a complete asshole to her. Now, as they're going through the divorce, the doctor gets a visit from some old African woman claiming to be 140 years old, and she's saying to the doctor, "Hey, I found out the secret of life. I can make myself young again. I just have to go back to Africa." Now, why this old woman is telling this doctor this, I don't know. I think he's a dermatologist, and she was trying to sell him some of the powder that she uses, because she take this powder and she says it helps her fight off death, and then the doctor looks at it through a microscope and he says, "Wow, this is some wonderful shit." And I think he gave her some money for it so she could also get her way back to Africa, so she could go back to her tribe. And eventually the doctor and his wife and a guide go through the jungles of Africa to find this long lost tribe that has the fountain of youth. And they find out that the secret to it is not just this powder that comes from this orchid, but also you have to drain some kind of brain fluid through from human victims. Like they do a ceremony where they kill a guy, they stick something into the back of his head, and they drain out some brain fluid. I can't remember what it was called. I know it has something to do with puberty and aging. I've heard of it before, the fluid, but pituitary glands, if that makes any sense. Anyway, like I said, you take that fluid, you mix it with the powder, you take a drink, clouds explode around you, and all of a sudden you're young again. Well, anyway, the wife, she wants that for herself, so she ends up getting some of the powder and the little weapon they use to drain people's brains, and she wants to stay young, so that's what she has to do. She has to kill people and drain the brains, put it with the powder to make herself young again. She wants to go have an affair with her attorney. So, very interesting movie. Took a lot of turns that I was not expecting. I didn't exactly know what was going to happen with this movie. It's called Leech Woman. I thought it would involve leeches, which was not the case. I guess it's just leech because he's sucking the life out of people. But yeah, interesting storyline, like I said. The makeup effects are what they were for that time period. But I was intrigued. I thought it was a very decent film. On my rating scale, I'd pay a good 750 out of 850 to see this. And that's all I have for Leech Woman.